My crazy thoughts again. Order out of chaos. If you're one of those conspiracy theorists, you'll understand what I say. It's on the United States dollar bill in their little pyramid with the eye on top. And I seen when they were voting for Trump, there was very big election problems, and now they're starting to talk about elections again. And all of a sudden, in my thoughts, I remember reading biometric voting authentication, and when you look at the big scheme of things, if you bring chaos, you can bring the laws in that make the order, right? And and that's interesting because now they're talking about this, and that's one of my conspiracy theories, I guess. Lots of people think it's the chip in the hand, right? But if I was the father of lies, the Bible calls, I would lie to everybody and I would say, look over there, and I would fill the media and fan the flames that is the mark of the beast, when I would hide it behind in your airports starting and going, right, where you have to be authenticated. And Elon Musk was talking about that too, about authenticating Twitter. It's just interesting, the order out of chaos. You create the problem, and then you can bring into the laws for the solution. Order out of chaos. And you see that all over. You bring cyber attacks. They talk about cyber attacks a lot too, right? Your identity could be compromised, and you would all have to come in. Could happen like this switch of a solar flare. Yeah, I know. It's interesting how unstable we are. We do not know how to survive anymore. And I'm trying to learn back when the knowledge is at my fingertips. What do you have to do to survive? What do you have to do to survive? Tomato plants are right over here too, all growing. Yeah, it would be meager, but I tell you, they are going to bring you under control yet. And you don't believe, but the scriptures are not wrong. Yeah, it's coming where you cannot buy, sell for 3.5 years, and it's sooner than you Christians think. Are you prepared to stand and say, I'm not going to take that mark in my right hand or my forehead? Because many will come into that thing. It's interesting how even the gas prices, order out of chaos, right? You're going to create with this carbon. The Bible actually says in Daniel, it says he will be a raiser of taxes in the glory of the kingdom. And he will not desire women. It's interesting that those two are linked because whatever, I won't get into the Catholic morality of how the homosexuals, but point being the carbon, they're going to create the problem. And now with this UBI, universal basic income, a part of their system is to biometric to receive those benefits. So you're going to take so many people and put them into a category because it is, if you don't make $100,000 or more, if what their statistics say, this is really affecting you, this gas prices. And it's interesting. It's interesting that by next year they will do the same thing. They will have that gas price up to 230, 240, 250, 260, and it'll reach their sustainable development goals. This isn't going away. And the more that people are going to suffer, the more they'll seek to that UBI. So I think it's time to come out of her, my people, because you got to learn to be sustainable to a certain extent. But, well, to a 3.5 years extent, by the looks of what Scripture says, yeah. But if you are of the world, then you will go with the world, and it will be refined in that fire. I think we all be refined in that fire, but Yeah, it's interesting. So order out of chaos. It's interesting. From the gas, they're going to create the chaos, or the carbon, we'll call it the carbon tax, right? Because it's a tax against humanity, because you are the problem. But it's really Rome. If you look deep, the Rome is the problem. She's the one who's preaching climate, 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 climate. She's ruling the world more than even people understand. Yeah. Anyway, my crazy thoughts.